Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell, and hey, today's video I want to talk to you about how to talk to any girl. In this, I'm going to kind of go over some ways that I communicate, and I'm going to talk about a book here too on basically just how to get better at having conversational skills. If this is an area that you find yourself lacking in, please understand that social skills and having conversations with people is a learnable skill. The more you do this, the more you practice, the better you're going to get, okay? If you do not have this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, I'm going to recommend that you go and pick it up. This has been around for over 75 years, and then you're going to flip over to chapter 2, part 2, 6 ways to make people like you, okay? Read that part. That's going to talk about essentially everything that you need to know when it comes to talking to people. So, number one, some of the things that I don't believe the book is going to cover is when it comes to approaching any girl, how you talk to them matters. It's less about what you say, but more about how you say it. So I just got done filming a video about tonality, but essentially, if you go up and you talk to a girl and you're a little like hesitant to, like talk to them and you could tell that like you're a little nervous because this girl's really attractive and you want to meet her, that's not okay, bro. She's gonna be like, nope, go away. But if you approach a girl and you say something like, hey, excuse me, what's your name? Lisa. Hey, it's good to meet you, Lisa. Oh, it's good to meet you too. What's your name? Yeah, my name is Mitchell. Hey, what brings you to this place tonight? You having a couple drinks with some friends, or you just out by yourself, or what's going on? Okay, how you say it matters. We want to come across as a confident man who acts like that you talk to girls all the time, even if you don't. So if you need help on tonality and what to do to get better at it, please go and find that video on basically what you can do to practice, right? Now, another thing too is when it comes to talking to people, let's just go right into the video. So when you talk to people, not only do you want to work on how you say it, but you want to smile, okay? Smile. You want to be friendly. You don't want to come across as like some fucking hard guy that's like, super difficult to talk to. You don't smile. You're just skeptical of everything. Be friendly, man. Smile. Like if you're a good looking dude, like don't be afraid to show off your teeth, man. And if you need to improve your teeth, get braces, get Invisalign, and then get like Crest white strips. Use purple. There's purple toothpaste by Crest that I use as well, and that'll help like whiten your teeth temporarily. But the white strips, you're gonna want that, okay? But we want to smile because smiling is showing that you're open, that you're approachable, that you're friendly. Nobody wants to talk to somebody that is either insecure or nervous or that isn't approachable. Like if you come across as like a fucking hard ass, well, that might scare a woman. She might not want to talk to you. Now, women do want like a bad guy, a guy that they can feel comfortable around, but you want to be friendly and approachable as well, okay? So being playful, don't be afraid to flirt with the girl. It's okay if you can find like room to kind of like make fun of the girl. Go ahead and do it. Okay? Go ahead and make fun of her. Be playful with her. Some girls will like it, some girls won't. And if they don't like it, then she's probably not the girl that you want to be talking to anyways, right? Now, a couple things that I want to talk about. Some of these come from this book, some of these might not, all these might. When you talk to a woman, we do not want to, it's called validation seeking. So if you're a guy that is insecure about talking to women, you might think that you need to tell her how much money you make, how good you are at your job, what kind of car you have, you live in a brand new house. Women, if they don't know you, they're not going to care about that, okay? Do not talk about your accomplishments, because when you talk about your accomplishments, in the woman's mind, you're looking for her to like say something to like lift you up. A confident man doesn't need a woman telling you how great of a life you live because of the accomplishments you've achieved. She doesn't need a guy that's looking for her to do that. She's going to want a man that already knows that he's fucking awesome because of the things that he's done. So do not talk about accomplishments. Try not to talk about yourself. It's okay if she asks you personal questions. That's a good sign, bro. That's a very good sign. If a girl asks you questions, she's trying to get to know you. That's a sign of interest. Good. But so if she asks you questions, it's totally cool to talk about yourself. What you don't want to do is you don't want to do, we don't want to talk more than the woman, okay? So if she asks you a question and then you start just spewing your whole life story, she's going to get bored of you. That mystery of who you are is going to go out the window. She's going to know everything about you, and women love mystery, all right? So that flips 80-20 rule. You want to ask her questions. And this comes to talking to anybody, not just girls, bro. If you talk to anybody new, always, 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 always be the person that asks them questions. The person asking the question is the one in control of the conversation. All right? So if you are asking them questions, they are going to answer. And if you're asking them personal questions like where are they from, what do they like doing for fun, what's their favorite thing in the world, if they enjoy reading, what kind of books they like reading, if they like art, what kind of art are they into, or how do they start drawing stuff, or how do they start art, if they like swimming, what do you like about swimming, are you competitive, if they work out, do you work out for fun, for figure, competing, what do you like, what does it do for you mentally, how does it make you feel? Okay, you see what I'm doing? I'm all of these things I'm saying are all pointed at the person I'm talking to. Women love talking about themselves. They fucking love it. All right? So, by asking them questions to get them to talk about themselves, they are naturally going to view you in a more positive light. In their mind, because women act based on how they feel, if you're asking her questions that she enjoys answering, try to stay away from, like if she went through a breakup with a boyfriend and she mentions it, she's like, oh, I just broke up with my boyfriend recently. Say, oh, I'm really sorry, that sucks. But anyways, let's stay away from that. I don't want to talk about him. I want to talk about you. Okay, stay away from the negative stuff. So politics, ex-boyfriends, if they're scared of anything like spiders, stay away from that. We want this girl's emotions to be happy. We want her to associate happiness with being around you, okay? Now just know that even when you talk to women, most of them are not going to like you, but it's still a good idea to practice what I'm talking about. Talk in a deeper, slower, more confident voice. You want to come across as calm and confident, like you talk to girls all the time. Smile when you talk to them. Be a little playful. Be flirty. Make fun of them if you can. Do it, girls. You know, if you don't want to be a nice guy, be playful. Yeah, girl. You look. I mean, you're built like a personal trainer. I wouldn't be surprised if you do that for work. But shit, I could probably still squat 3 times as much as you, man. You're still a little wimp. You're a little sissy girl. You might not have to say that last part, but just, you're probably still a little wimp. That's just being playful, okay? That's going to be fun. We want that. Love is playful and fun. Even if this is a new girl and there is no love there, you still want to be fun and playful, okay? So, talk in a confident, slower voice, deeper voice. Smile. Be playful. Do not talk about yourself. Try not to, okay? It's okay to talk about yourself if the conversation is relatable. Because if you have something to tell this girl about yourself, you're becoming vulnerable and she's going to see that it's safe to talk to you. Oh, well, he's opening up to me. I'm going to be able to open up to him. All right? So if, for example, I've never seen snow, so I was talking to this girl, Taryn, at the gym today, and I was talking to her. She's been to like 48 different countries, and she's from South Africa. This girl's it's an awesome girl to talk to, dude. The places she's been, holy shit. So we were talking about this, and I told her, I was like, yeah, I've literally never seen snow. I'm 29 years old. I've never seen snow, and my first time being on a plane was this year, and I had to do it in a wheelchair. And because she works for flight companies and stuff, and that was relatable to her. She was like, dude, I saw snow. I saw snow earlier, or something about that. And so we started talking more about that, okay? But what you're seeing here is like I'm opening up to her. By opening up, by telling her about myself, she's going to feel some kind of connection there. Like, hey, he's being vulnerable. He's being open. He's telling me about himself. I want to know more about him. I'm going to tell him about myself, okay? And then the rest of the conversation, we want the woman to do more of the talking. We want to ask her questions about herself more, okay? So let me see if I can find this in the book right here, just to go over the 6 different principles that this book talks about. I'm going to run through them real fast. That way That way, I don't even know if I can be able to find them or not. That way you guys can see them. No, I'm not even gonna try, okay? Because I'm never gonna find. Here we go. I actually do. So in the book, Principle 1: become genuinely interested in other people. Principle 2: smile. Principle 3: remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. So when I was talking to Taryn, there's a couple times where I could be like, "Oh my God, Taryn, girl, you are so fucking fascinating. 48 different countries since you're 21. It's 7 years, dude. That's awesome, girl. It's awesome. Do you have like a favorite place? You've talked about Southeast or backpacking Southeast Asia a few times now. What do you like about that? Now you're going to go into Southeast Asia, okay? Right here, be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Remember, we want to ask them questions. Women love talking about themselves. Talk in the terms of the other person's interests. So in this case, Taryn loves traveling the world. Well, what do you like about traveling? How does that make you feel when you go to a new place? Do you have anything coming up soon? Oh my God, you're going to South Africa with your husband. That's awesome. Where'd you guys meet at? South Africa. Holy shit. You both are exotic. Tell me about that. Do you miss South Africa at all? Or like, see what I mean? See what I'm doing here? Principle 6, make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. This one right here is just going to naturally happen when you talk about them. When you start talking about them and you start asking them questions, you start opening up a little bit about yourself, so they open up. They're going to naturally feel like special to you, okay? Now, like I said, remember, this is just how to become better at conversating to people. These are small little principles that if you follow, talking to people in general is going to be so much easier, not just with women, but people in general. Some of my guy friends, I'll talk about them, bro. I don't care about talk about myself. Like, I haven't seen my boy in a while. Bro, what's new with you, man? What's going on? How's the wife? How are your kids going, bro? Yeah, he's in soccer now. Your kids in soccer are sick, bro. How's he like it? See, you just talk about them, right? So that's going to be the video. Real short one right here, guys. Now, remember that this is how you want to talk to every woman. Anybody, not just women you're interested in. But if you're talking to women in particular, just know that if she starts answering your questions you're asking in like a very straightforward tone, or she keeps looking away when she's talking to you or trying to do something else, she's not interested in talking to you. And in this case, trying to have a conversation with her isn't going to go anywhere, and I would recommend that you move on. I've got videos on the channel that tell about how to tell if a girl's interested and how to tell if she's not interested. I encourage you to go and watch those, okay? But if a girl's being very open, she's talking to you, she's being very elaborate with her answers, she's interested in talking to you, these principles, okay? So talk slower, smile, ask her questions. Don't talk about yourself unless she asks you questions, but it's okay to be relatable, okay? So that one's going to be kind of counterintuitive, and we're going to make her feel special over time, whether she subconsciously thinks it or not, because we're showing genuine interest in her by talking about, in Taryn's case, traveling, what she likes about it, where she met her husband, what does she do, like, how does she travel? I mean, you're just going into her questions, okay? So if you like this video, guys, hope this helps. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Listen, if you're a guy that wants to get better at dating or long-term relationships, check the link in the description for my new book. It's going to be a video on the next page that will explain to you if that book's for you or not. Same thing with my coaching, man. If you want to work with me personally, one-on-one, so we can really fast-track your life, link in the description, video on the next page. If that works for you, sign up for a session. With that being said, guys, hey, talk to you guys in the next one.